morning. We are still in Wyoming and headed westbound yet again. Today's plan is that we will be stopping just west of Salt Lake City. We decided not to try to do anything in the city. We want to make this more of a coastal season, and so we don't want to burn up precious time. It's unfortunate because I'm sure there are things there that are worth seeing. We are going to stop probably at a state park on I-80 just near the big lake. Is that they call it the big lake? And spend the night there. It'll sort of be a recharge our batteries sort of a night. And this is the first campground. We made it all the way from the East Coast to Salt Lake City with no campgrounds. And I have to say, being in the Class A has made that so much more comfortable. We really haven't wanted for anything the whole time. So
listen, we're not there yet. We may not be an opening. We may be.
Yeah, we're not there yet. We may end up at a Walmart again. Hoping not, though, because a night of we have some ribs cooked, and a night with some ribs, and looking at the scenery there in Salt Lake City, and maybe watching a movie and popping some popcorn. Sounds really good. If you like what you've been seeing, please hit the like button, subscribe. That'll help us to continue to grow. What we enjoy most, though, is when you leave a comment. I've had some great friendships develop through the comments here on the channel.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. What's up? Pretty neat.
Jasper, looks like a cowboy movie, huh?
Just take your slow down if you need. Oh my goodness! Oh. Oh. What's that?
I don't know, but I can't hear.
Wow! Look at what we come out into.
Oh my word! I can breathe. Man. Oh,
well, look
boy.
at this. This is cool. Look at this.
Straight in front of us.
Wow. Look at the layers, the different layers.
That ain't looking what they say.
I-80 sure has a lot of construction.
You know that feeling when you've been roller skating, and finally after an hour or two you take the skates off and you're walking across the floor and you feel like you're still skating? Mm-hmm. That's how I'm feeling from driving in this wind. So I'm doing this and I'm doing this and I'm doing this. So when I got up just now to walk, I feel like like I'm having to. Anyway, the wind is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Love it out here, but
yeah,
something to think about.
Yeah. You ever wonder what those are?
So the wooden fence things that you see all along the roadways out west, they are to catch snowdrifts and build up a snowdrift before it gets blown out across the highway. We always assumed that they were more of something to do with the wildlife or pronghorns, which was silly because they're in the middle of a field and they don't connect to anything. So I always thought, well, why didn't the pronghorn just go around? But it's for snow. Speaking of snow, I don't know if you can see behind us, but snow line is still there. The date right now is like June 11th. I'm getting a little better. I know, I was looking at the bars. That's why you want them to start off kind of level, because sometimes they go that far out of level.
That's crazy.
We stopped here at the Flying J to get gas. last gas in Utah because, no, I'm sorry. What state are we in?
Wyoming.
Last gas in Wyoming. And the price really jumps when we cross the state line to Utah. So we're getting it here for $283, which doesn't feel great. We'll see what it ends up being. But I want to tell you a story. We have decided on a good name for our coach. The boys grew up all their lives really infatuated with the movie Cars. So they knew every character, they knew every part of the story, and they had every one of the cars, pushed it around. Our coffee table is scratched to heck because of these cars. One of the characters' names was Fillmore. Fillmore was the van, you know, the crazy 60s van. And so we're gonna name our coach Fillmore in honor of the boys. The second meaning has to do with what happens at these gas stations. Yeah, Fillmore. Little play on words. Hey, we get creative once in a while. Our experience is telling us that they're gonna stop us at $125. Let's see what happens. Yes, folks, it's painful. Well, it didn't stop us. I was wrong. $135. That was only 3/4 of a tank, or actually closer to half. We're still on 80 and we're descending into Salt Lake City. It says we're still about 70 miles from it, but there's a canyon that you sort of wind through as you descend, and it has been stunning. Really, really pretty. So sometimes you need to take advantage of things when you're around them. And this morning, here at this inn that we're staying at, this lovely inn, we have a laundromat, and so we could have gone much longer, but we do have 2 loads of laundry already.
I'm about to pull out underwear. Do you mind?
Okay, we can't show you the underwear. And sometimes these places charge, I've seen, what have we seen, like 4 or 5? A lot. Yeah, it can get sort of expensive when you've got, what's the most loads we usually do? Sometimes we do 6 loads or, yeah, 6 loads or more. And so you could spend a lot of money. If you don't already do it, travel with at least 10 bucks in quarters. It's $1 to dry and $2 to wash. So get her done. Get her done. So we didn't make it to the Bonneville Salt Flats last night. Just got worn out, but that turned out to be a great thing because we were able to stay here at the, what is it? Well, you say it. It's an inn. I don't know how to pronounce it, but while we were here, well, let me go around this way. There's a truck stop behind me, maybe that you can see, a Flying J. So we got to hear diesel all morning. But over on this side is the campground. So we're driving in. We thought we were going to stay at the Great Salt Lake State Park. Turned out there was some huge event. We couldn't even get off the interstate there. We had talked to someone about where to stay out here, and once you pass that part of Salt Lake City, you're almost out of options through northern Nevada. We pulled up Allstay's app and we're able to find this lovely place. So if you look behind me, that's the campground, and it's all long-term. These are all people who work here in the summer, and I don't think this is meant to be like a park type campground. But it does have full utilities. I didn't want to stay here because we've gone across the country so far from the East Coast to Salt Lake City without campgrounds, and I was sort of proud of that, and I wanted to be able to say I got all the way to the coast without a campground. But honestly, the family needed some luxury time, and you do that once in a while. So here's our site. Doesn't look bad from that view, but as you turn around, you know, beautiful mountains in the background, but there's a truck stop there. So what was so great about us stopping here? We had been in conversation with Mark Guido over at Grand Adventure. You know, throughout the last year, he and I have talked electronically. He lives here in Salt Lake City, and we thought that possibly we could make a connection while we were here. And we are so happy that it worked out. Mark was at work all day yesterday, and as we were maybe 3 or 4 hours out of town, I sent him a message telling him we were coming through. He helped us to try to figure out a place to stay and gave us some good information, but he also said that he would like to take a ride out here and say hello. So it was a lot of fun to visit with Mark. He is exactly what you see on the YouTube channel, a genuine good guy interested in helping people and sharing information, and we appreciate that he's done that with us, and we appreciate the time we had to visit with him. He's been a blessing to us for this part of the trip. If you have not checked out the channel Grand Adventure, go give it a try. His narration ability, his level of preparedness, you would expect to see it on something like the Travel Channel. I mean, he's as good as anything I see on there. So kudos to Mark. Go check out Grand Adventure. I'll put a link down in the description. And here's a photo of the Rollin' Ragu crew with Mark Guido of Grand Adventure. I don't know what this tree is. Does anyone know what this is? Because it's got these little yellow flowers, but it's got a very strong odor to it. Sometimes I think it's a good odor, but this morning I walked out and I thought there was a sewage leak somewhere. So it kind of goes back and forth. The chameleon of trees. We're gonna have kind of a slow breakfast. We have full hookups, right? So everyone's gonna take nice long showers. I'm gonna take another shower. I took one last night, but I'm gonna take one again this morning. A little bit.
It's weird. Let's see.
You're gonna go in the grass.
Oh yeah, I am.
Wheels turning?
Yep, wheels turning.
I'm gonna do like a partial brake here to ground.
Okay, I got my foot on there just to touch it.
Alright.
Didn't feel like it.
Okay, I'm gonna go fast. Are you ready?
Yep. Oh my gosh, this is scary. This is scary. Yes, it went down.
It did?
Yep.
Okay, so it helps in a hard brake.
Yes, a hard brake, it helps. I want to get out.
Alright.